Guys, how is everybody? I hope you're all well. Hope y'all had a great weekend. We're gonna get into some live port work on this. I should probably do one of these on a live feed one day. Try to get the camera set up where you guys can see a little bit of what I'm doing. We've done a few of these before. They seem to do all right on the channel. I've laid it out a little different than what you would see. You've probably seen me do it, maybe a couple other guys. I'll pull you guys off of the camera and give you a look at what I'm doing here. And we're working on a Husqvarna, so Husqvarna. Everybody got a kick out of that steel hat and Husqvarna, or Husqvarna hat and steel hoodie the other day. I really went out to dinner that way, no joke. What I've done, get the camera lit up where I can see. You see that piece of card stock in there, and that's actually a piece of card stock. I've even got the cutter to cut it straight. We've mapped out and set our port height to there. It also acts as a piston stop. I can set this cylinder back on, and ain't no secrets here. I want this one to be a little zippier. I've got real torquey builds. This one will be torquey, trust me. We're going for a roof of 102 on it. Probably go for a transfer height of around 120. I don't need any drama about it or anyone saying it doesn't work or so and so doesn't like it. I really don't care. I know it'll work. The intake timing on it's really close right now. It's like cracking at 72 degrees, so we don't have to move things very far at all there. I'll probably just, maybe even just pop the piston back off and put a half moon notch in the skirt of it, lay a texture on that intake port and call it a done deal. But I'd shown it earlier, it does look like it could benefit a little bit from funny looking intake port on these anyway. This one does look like it might benefit from flattening it out and lowering it a little. We may pull a little bit out of there. I need to get a drink of water. My mouth's about dry. The lowers, I think I showed that in one of the last videos. These things look nice. These the least little bit of lip at the bottom. I'm not even going to waste my time with it. They'll do just fine. Machine work done on it. We cut the band, cut the base. Enough of all that nonsense. What do you guys say we get set up and try to get into a little bit of grinding on this thing? Alright guys, how's that for up close and personal? We've got other videos like this. I've got to kind of watch the timeline to know when to quit running my mouth and not, but I like this cutter. It's a really long mandrel. It's double cut from CC Specialties, a cone style. I like to use it. I do a little different than some people. I like to square the roof off. A lot of the cases I'll square the corners off. On this one, not so much. I just kind of kept the more of a oval shape out on the sides, I guess. I don't know if I even showed widening. I know I do show a lot of grinding, but you know, to each their own on that. You'll get guys saying, well, it leads to premature ring failure. Guys, pull some of the OKNS cylinders off some saws. That's just all I'm gonna say. And how old some of those damn things are, and the saws still perform and run. There's not even any chamfers in a lot of those things, and the ports are usually completely squared off. I don't know, again, to each their own. I'm gonna do what makes the most power to me. It doesn't make sense for just the very damn center of the port to crack open and the rest of it open later. I don't know. That's just my thought process on it. A lot of the guys I've followed and watched over the years square off ports, and you know, they build badass saws, so we'll just have to leave it at that and agree to disagree on it. But that'll be A-OK to me. I do what I know works. And I've yet to have a ring to hang on anything like this. Knock on wood, this one will send shit everywhere. Best piece of advice I can give you is keep your cutter moving. Just keep it moving, you won't leave big gouges and whatnot. Alright guys, we have ground to the roof of the port. It's about damn near dead even with that piece of cardstock, and like I said, it is cut dead straight. I have the cutter sitting here. I'll show you maybe in the next clip. You can pick it up at your good old Wally World or any craft shop for cheap with the whole book of cardstock. I've always just kind of used the back off of old packs of sandpaper or something and cut them out, and was with the wife recently and seen those hanging there and said, well hell, I can use that. He's like, for the big book of cardstock, the cutter and all is like less than 20 bucks. So good investment, good way to get your port roofs good and straight. I mean marking works, I've done that for years, but trying to find things to do to make life a little easier as I get older. Someone probably gonna say something about that step in that. I was just playing around seeing how easy it would be to take down for another project, and yeah, whatever. Ain't gonna hurt a damn thing. You do need to cut this. If you've took a lot off of the base like I did here, and this thing's thick, you could take it a lot further. You do need to trim that back, but anyway, that's about it on the roof of that port. There's what that thing looks like. You just lay the paper in, line it up, and cut it. Works like a champ. Might be a little overkill for some people, but like I said, I like to make things as easy as I can get it as I get older. Really ain't a lot of room on these exhaust ports to open them up super huge. I did do just a little bit of fine detail work off camera. Some of this stuff you gotta kind of look at it close and personal, but we'll try to clean some of this up if I can get my foot to the pedal for this thing. I'm gonna set up an actual porting station 2 video for you guys. I think it's time to step my game up on a lot of this stuff some. I do tend to show a little more up close and personal than your average YouTuber does. There might be 1 or 2 other friendly folks that have shown some up close grinding, but there ain't a lot of us out there. Ain't a lot of people show grinding, but you don't really show it up close, it seems. They will afterwards, but I like to kind of show what goes into it a little bit. Like I said, this is just clean up. You are enlarging the port when you're doing cleanup. That's a given. I'm gonna have to pause you guys and get my air hose. Alright guys, I think I'm good to run my mouth to the end of the video, I'm pretty sure. If you didn't hear me there, 60 grit roll. This finishes the cleanup process, and you'll have to forgive me, I did do what little bit of widening I done when I said I done some fine detail work off camera. You know, doing the whole card stock deal might not be for everybody, but it seemed to work really well for me. I'm trying to think of who I'd seen do that first. I really don't remember. I've seen several builders do it, but it works, and it works well. I figured I'd narrate a little bit over these just so it wasn't so damn boring. You know, it's a live cylinder porting. It ain't a how-to. Just showing you what I done. I ain't the best at it. It ain't by no means perfect, but I always try to give it my best. Most people just leave this exhaust port alone at this step. Honestly, you'd be just fine there, but I like to go in with the slotted mandrel. You'll see here, and I've got a big wad of paper on, that's why it's vibrating. It just kind of starts the deburring process as you go into the port, and it knocks down any imperfections, high, low spots, and it leaves a damn good finish. And you guys have seen me step it way up to where you can get, they'll look like chrome sometimes, I guess. Mirror finish, chrome finish. Again, you know, it ain't really needed to go that far, but if I'm doing a saw for someone that's working the saw a lot, tree service, logger or something, I step up the polishing compound. The last thing I want is that saw building up carbon in the port a few months down the road, and you know, it doing it in, and I end up with it back here again to rebuild it or something. But it's just me, and I feel it gives a more professional look too. But again, on this, just keep the tool moving. Don't just sit in one spot, regardless of what cutter's on it. Stay away from steep angles. Again, the oval roof versus squared roof. I've seen flow data both ways. Oval ports flowing more over top of a square port, and square ports flowing more over top of an oval port. Your damn cathedral ports are the ones that flow the best out of them all. That's why the old GM LS engine runs so damn well. It has those big cathedral port cylinder heads. And trust me, I've ported a handful of those as well back in the day. I've about done it all here, but she ain't looking too shabby. It'd look pretty good if we had the right lights shining on it, but I bet it flows better than it did stock. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. I think we go to the intake port, maybe. I don't know. Trying to get that thing lined out in there. It's kind of hard to tell what I'm doing, but I'm just kind of laying the sides of it back. I never do get it completely squared off, I think, at the bottom, but I usually don't really do a whole lot with the intake ports, but I felt this one was just, I don't know, I thought it was choked down a little more than it needed to be. I could be wrong, but I did feel pulling the intake timing out of the floor of it was a good way to go. Using just a double cut. I ain't just a cheap one I bought off eBay or something, one of those sets you get for $10. I bought a set of those probably 4 years ago and never have had to buy another set. I don't know, take an air hose and blow those things out, put them in a piece of metal to get the aluminum shards out. I don't really use double cuts a whole lot anyway, but I might need to buy a new box of those next time I'm on eBay. Right now, just going in and knocking back some of the shininess, I guess. Opening things up just a little bit, not a lot. A little bit goes a long way. Don't hog shit out. Again, that's, you know, there's opinions vary on that. And when we get to the transfers, boy, there's going to be a lot of opinions. Just stuff I'm learning and picking up on. I ain't saying none of it may hurt the saw, but a lot of the shit we do and you see other people do really don't do a damn thing but put wear and tear on you and on your tooling, and I don't know. We may have to do a before and after on some things. May do it on this saw. I don't know if it don't run how I feel it should. We'll get into that in just a second when we get to the next clip, I think. But we're doing the cartridge roll work now. It's a fresh 60 grit roll, I think. That set I buy comes with 60, 80, and 120, I think. You could do all your finish work the 120. No fuel's gonna pedal. You just want a little bit of a texture. Let's face it, as shallow as that port is, nothing's gonna damn puddle anyway. You could probably polish it. I may or may not have done that on some saws. And ooh, look at that. Ain't it nice? I don't know why I done that, but whatever. Now we're getting to the transfers. And I've got a big double cut on there. CC Specialty Special. Because I knew I had to move a lot of material after the machine work and everything. We needed to move them transfers a lot after moving the exhaust roof like we did. It fell dead on 102 once that was all said and done. Transfers fell dead on 119, so put that in your pipe and smoke it. All that damn reversion I'm gonna have coming back through the lowers and back through the intake port. This thing will just run like pure garbage. Fall flat on its face. If you've seen one of my saws fall flat on its face in the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 years or so, I don't know, maybe if I got a bad chain or something, or if I've got too small of a saw on the wood I'm in. But now comes, I'm trying to show you the diamond abrasive. I didn't want a video doing both sides. We're about done with the port work, guys, or what I videoed. And I hope no one gets offended by that. All of that was a joke. Maybe, maybe not, but I'm just kind of tired of listening to some people. I do think some guys should run some other people's saws. I'll put that out there. Maybe they'd have a different opinion. Just because you tried something and it didn't work, don't mean it doesn't work for me or for the next guy. But this saw may run like garbage. If it does, you guys will never find out. I've got 3 more of these cylinders sitting in the cabinet. But nah, it'll do just fine. It run good, I believe. Look at that, ain't those pretty? I've got still shots of all this in a second. They're not high res, but still shots of it all, just clipped from the footage. Alright, here's a part you don't need to skimp on. I don't give a damn how you do it. You need to do it, and you need to take your damn time and do it. Obviously, I didn't video it all. I did go back over it more. This is your deburring, your chamfering, you're breaking the edge. That's all you're damn doing. You're breaking the edge. You're making sure there's nothing there that's going to scratch your new pretty piston, hang your new ring, and screw up the whole damn build. And it can happen. Personally, I've not had it happen, knock on wood. I have hung a ring, but it was in a Mac 1010. I cut the bridge out of it. Experimental deal, first one I ported, zinged it up there, and she kind of snapped. Run good to put a barn chain on it, and I guess that little bit of load pushed that ring out and hung it, and she wasn't too pretty after that. But I'm just going around mainly showing you guys, just taking that roll and working that edge back. It's the same deal with the little diamond ball. I've done that. My hands are just not as steady anymore, just from turning so many wrenches and doing so much of this stuff, using my hands as hammers. You guys know how it is. A lot of us abuse our bodies to death. They should have given us a handbook on it when we were younger, I guess. But again, I don't care how you do it, just do it. That's the main thing we all agree on, I think. Some people probably don't, but here we are with 400 grit working it around. I totally could have left this out of the video, but whatever. Thought I'd throw it in anyway. It's a live cylinder porting. We showing you how to get it done. Just take that paper and work around the port. This one was pretty nice as is anyway once I got done with the sandpaper roll work, but never hurts to be double check things. Again, if you spend any time at all on doing your port work, spend it right here. A lot of it has to do with the damn timing, the angles, compression, how pretty the damn ports look really don't matter. I've done some saws that the ports look pretty hacked up on and they run damn good. This totally unneeded, but it's another step in making sure that there's nothing that's going to wreck anything. Man, it's a used cylinder and we're putting a new ring in it and piston. But anyway, guys, I think that's it. There's a look at the intake port. I'll let you guys finish looking at those. Thank y'all for watching. Again, everybody stay safe. Y'all have a good day.